hard truth about silver you won't hear silver stackers tell you. It's a dangerous mindset. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching Yankee Stacking. As I take a peek at some of my fun stack items, now just, I think I'm over 2,000 ounces of silver. I'm going to tell you the hard truth about silver that you won't hear many other silver stackers tell you. Very few. Now, many silver lovers, and yes, silver YouTube channels, will pump precious metals as a way to make money.
I want to make bank, bro.
They'll say buying silver is a great investment. They'll even call it investing in silver or investing in gold. And yeah, occasionally I have used those phrases myself. I guess in one sense of the word, it is an investment of sorts, but I think it's a dangerous way to view silver. It can lead to incredible disappointment. And I know this for a fact because I get comments and emails from people just totally disillusioned with silver. And why? Why is it a dangerous mindset? Because an investment implies a return on investment, or ROI, or a rate of return, ROR, and that's the value of cash flows on an investment after inflation. Guys, silver and gold don't cash flow. Precious metals don't yield an ROI like other real investments. So to think that way, in my opinion, is a dangerous mindset. Silver pumpers tout the many statistics that show that silver is dramatically undervalued, that it's constantly consumed. It's in short supply, right? They discuss the control of silver by large institutional banksters and, of course, the evil COMEX. They rail against how the silver markets are radically manipulated with things like naked shorts, spoofing, that's in the news, right? Derivatives, hypothecation, there's a word for you. They talk about the gold to silver ratio, the historic price of silver in terms of inflation, how retail silver investors can pull a short squeeze and drive up the spot price. All this stuff. Now, to be fair, I actually have talked about these debatable points myself. I have strong opinions on them. I actually agree with many of the arguments I mentioned, but these arguments are invariably used to get everybody all pumped up about the prospects of silver shooting the moon and making us silver stackers rich. Rich, baby! That's not me. Not at all, and it hasn't been. Not since I started my channel 4 years ago, this month actually. You know, and that might be a surprise to many of you new to my channel, but if you've watched my channel, you know I have never said that this is how to get rich, okay? And you've probably heard that, right? If you've watched enough YouTube channels, if you talked to enough, silver stackers, you've no doubt heard the pump story. But again, not from me. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I don't invest in precious metals. And I don't want their price to shoot the moon. In fact, I reply with that, I don't invest in precious metals many times when I get those angry comments about silver and gold being lousy investments. It usually shuts them up. But in all frankness, silver's track record on making millionaires is, pretty lame. So what's the truth you won't hear many silver stackers tell you? It's simple. Stop buying silver bullion as an investment. Now, of course, there's always exceptions, right? I know that there are people out there, the experienced flipper stackers that will take something like, this, right? The Royal Fortune Black Flag, really cool, right? And they'll flip it and make some money. It's usually with a semi-numismatic coin, right? They'll make some profit. I've done it a few times myself, but that's not my gig. Triple-digit silver. All right, we always talk about triple-digit silver. I think that is likely to happen in my lifetime. But a spike over $100 an ounce is just really reverting to its mean adjusted for inflation. We really shouldn't get all excited about that prospect. Really, I mean it. Inflation would likely eat up all that price increase. And what about a silver moonshot of like $200, $300, $400 an ounce for silver? Well, in my opinion, that spells disaster to our way of life. Stagflation would have tightened its grip, and investors would realize it. The masses would panic. We're talking food shortages, civil unrest. The Fed would print tens of trillions of dollars. The government would stimulate like complete maniacs, and we would spiral into hyperinflation. Bread would be $100, $200 a loaf. And silver? Well, okay. The ability to manipulate it at that point would be over. The demand for silver delivery and gold delivery would be epic. It would decimate the COMEX, cause them to substitute bullion redemptions with rapidly depreciating fiat currency, and they can do that. This would also cause a run on physical silver and gold. The derivatives would implode, leaving tens of thousands of people fighting over the same single ounce of physical silver. It would be disaster. But for all that to happen, I think first the dollar would have to fail with our massive foreign debt crashing back onto our shores. And for that to happen, I think first we would have to lose our coveted U.S. reserve currency status. For that to happen, a geopolitical crisis and economic collapse among various nations would probably need to happen as well. Frankly, I think we're nearing all of this stuff, okay? I think we're nearing that fourth turning, the end game, an SHTF scenario unlike anything this country or world has ever seen before. Completely unprecedented, where, buying this stuff from any dealer will be next to impossible. That's why I stack precious metals, not to flip it for more fiat, but to hold it as a hedge of protection, wealth insurance. But a moonshot, I don't want that to happen. All of that stuff. So, bottom line, I urge you, especially you new stackers out there, to get your mindset right with regards to precious metals. Too many people are leaving comments on my videos saying, in effect, I've had it with silver, Yankee. I bought it when it was $25 an ounce and I made a dime on it. Come on, guys. If that is your motivation, don't stack silver. Don't stack gold either. I hear the same complaints when it comes to the yellow metal too. People, I didn't grow my wealth over the past 4 decades buying physical precious metals. Okay, now, I'm not a professional financial advisor, so this is technically not advice, all right? I chose to grow my wealth elsewhere, okay, with various asset classes that have changed over the years as I've grown older and hopefully a little bit wiser. And yes, it's a little harder now to safely invest, but it is possible. Stack gold and silver, okay, to protect yourself. Protect yourself from failing currencies, failing governments, failing central banks. This is why, and I know this, I know this blows people's minds. It always does. But this is why I never intend to sell my precious metals for fiat currency, ever. Yeah, I know I could if I had to. In an absolute emergency, I could. In fact, I had to say that quite clearly and demonstrably to Mrs. Yankee when I first started stacking. We could sell it, honey, we could. But no, selling my silver for cash is not the goal. I'm a prepper. I prep all kinds of stuff. I prep other stuff before I prepped with silver, but I am a prepper stacker. And as such, silver and gold is a way to preserve my wealth. Gold actually is the way to preserve my wealth through an SHTF scenario, okay, through it to the other side. Silver is a way to provide potential barter material. Now, this stuff isn't really barter material. It's not really all that stacking either. I mean, a lot of this is high premium semi-numismatic coins that are absolutely beautiful. All of these germanium mint stuff. But this is just fun stuff. I love to buy it. I'm still not selling it. But no. This is not pure stacking. The stacking that you should be focusing on is lower premium silver and gold. But I'm not going to sell my real money for crap currency any more than I'd be selling my term life insurance or auto insurance. No, I hope I never need those things, but I still have them. And so having 10% of my overall wealth portfolio in precious metals, on my way to 15%, hopefully by the time I retire, is a no-brainer to me. Stop investing in silver and gold and expecting this massive ROI. If you do that, okay, if you get your mindset right, stacking will make much more sense to you. Well, guys, I hope that helps. Please let me know your take on this video. I'm just being blunt honest with all of you. And as always, thanks for watching, and I hope your day is A-OK.